So, hello. Oh, I'm trying this out. I'm trying out this live streaming thing. We are a couple hours away from playing a concert in Rome. Beautiful out here. I just went to the Colosseum and hung out. And I've never tried this live streaming thing before. So I'm sitting here and waiting for the rest of the band. I have a little bit of time to kill. So I figured, why don't I try this whole live streaming business and see how it goes and how it works. I can see two people in there. I don't know who, but I can see. I figured maybe I'll do a little Q&A. If people know, I know you're supposed to do it the other way. You're supposed to publicize and say, hey guys, I'm gonna go live in a week. And then everybody knows and everybody shows up. But maybe some people will come anyway. 4 people in here now. 1. Well, now it's back to 2. I have no idea how this works. But yeah, we've been on tour. We've been on tour for a while, for 3 weeks, all over Europe with Bob Reynolds and his group. It's been pretty great. It's been pretty great, and we're about done. We're gonna go back home to the States tomorrow. We made a lot of music. We started playing some new songs. We met a lot of fans out on the road. And can anyone see me? Can anyone hear me? Can someone write something? 1 second. What is this? Can anyone write something? Can you guys hear me well? Can you see me? Is everything working? This is the first time I ever do it. Nope. Hey! Alvaro Flores from China. How's it going? All right, good. Okay, so people can hear me. That's great. That's great. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, this is my first time. I have no idea how to do this and what to do. I figure I'll try to go live and see if people come. I know you're supposed to do it some other way. You're supposed to publicize it and let people know ahead of time so they can come. But I'm here in Rome, about to play a concert, and it's beautiful outside. So I figured, why don't I go on a live stream and maybe answer some people's questions or talk about music or talk about different things. Let's see, who's in here? Where are you guys from? Okay, so I've seen one person where they're from. Where's everybody else from? Where's everyone tuning in? I think there's like a good time of doing these and a bad time, because like there's a good time to do it when everyone's awake. Maybe everyone in America is awake, maybe one in Europe is awake, or Asia. I have to figure out what's a good time to do these live streams to catch as many people awake as possible. But where's everybody from? Where's everyone? First of all, thank you guys for being on my channel and checking out the videos and leaving your comments and leaving your feedback. It really means a lot to me, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm starting to sort of get a sense for what people need out there and what kind of videos you guys want me to make and what kind of tutorials and what you guys want me to talk about. I'm starting to get a good sense for that. So I'll be home in 2 days, I think. And I have a lot of videos to get to that I have to release. A lot of tutorials I have to film and release. Liz is in Michigan. Yay, Liz. Awesome. So someone from Michigan, someone from China. Wow. That's a pretty diverse crowd over there. We'll see how many more people tune in. I know that some people on YouTube do these live streams for 3 hours, 4 hours. These live streams can go really, really long. I don't have that long. I have a concert to play. But I figure I'd do it anyway and see if you guys want to chat. If you want to talk about music and tell me about your music and tell me about stuff and tell me what you're doing right now, what you're working on. We have played 17 gigs in the past 3 weeks out on the road. 17 gigs in 3 weeks on the road. That's a lot of gigs, yo. That's a lot of gigs for 3 weeks. And it's a very interesting experience. I'm going to make a vlog about this. Do you guys still want me to make vlogs anyway? Because I started making a bunch of vlogs before and nobody was watching them, so I started making more lessons instead. But this tour has been so intense and so interesting, I figured maybe I'll make a vlog about it, because there's a lot to talk about. It's been a really intense, really dense, sort of packed European run for all of us. That's a lot of shows. Yes, that's a lot of shows. You're absolutely right, Abraham. That's a lot of shows in a very short period of time. And something very interesting happens. After a bunch of shows like that, something in your playing opens up and you start playing better. And something that you cannot practice at home, you know? Like practicing doesn't open up that thing. Only playing so many shows, many shows, night after night after night, something starts to happen on your fingers, something starts to happen in your head. And you start playing, I don't know how to explain it. Well, you can say you start playing better, but it's not just better. It's, you start playing, your ideas start streaming faster, you know? Because there's nothing you can do. There's something to be said for playing many concerts in a row. And now I'm a little older, and I don't have the patience to do this very often, to play this many concerts in a row. But in my 20s, I used to play long tours like this and play many gigs, like one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And something happens, you know, the band starts ringing better together. The band starts playing like one person. The band starts reading each other's minds almost. Like we've been on tour now for 3 weeks, playing 17 concerts in a row. And it's like now, it's like we're reading each other's minds, you know? Like when I start an idea, the bass player, like Yannick, already knows what I'm about to play, and he starts completing my thoughts for me, and vice versa. It's like we become, after so many concerts, we become like one person, you know? And that's something that you cannot practice at home, no matter if you practice 4 hours a day or 10 hours a day. Hello from Mexico, Luis. Hey, how's it going, Luis? Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the live stream. Inspiration, well, crap, man. I hope you're right. I'm happy to hear that. I'm trying this whole YouTube thing. That's very new for me. It's very interesting for me to hear what you guys think and what you guys want to work on and what you guys want to improve in. While we're here, at any given point, please feel free to write to me right now. What do you want me to make videos about? I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. So if you're watching me right now, please write me in the comments below. Emiliano from Argentina. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining from Argentina. Wow, we have people from all over the world. Mexico, Argentina, China, Michigan, America. Crazy. So you guys, what do you want me to make videos about? I'm about to be home for 5 weeks. I'm about to be in Los Angeles for 5 weeks. I want to make many videos while I'm home. I want you to tell me, what do you want me to make videos about? What topics interest you? What tutorials do you want to see? Do you want to see more vlogs? Do you want to see more reharm stuff? Do you want to see more improv stuff? Because I'm at an interesting position where I can make videos about pretty much anything. Because I can talk about things for a long time. I really like to talk. So I don't care. I really want to make the videos that you guys want to hear. Or if you have any questions about certain things, about touring or about harmony, I want to know those things because I want to make videos that will help you guys. I want to know what you guys are interested in and what you are curious about, so that, you know, so that I make videos that you guys like. So that my videos can actually help someone and not just be a stupid video on your YouTube feed, you know. Meanwhile, we're playing at this beautiful venue today. It's called Casa del Jazz. Casa del Jazz, I think it's called the House of Jazz. It's in Italy, in Rome. I was just at the Colosseum. So this is a beautiful place here. And my band members are going to show up, I think, in the next 30 minutes. And we're going to sound check. Yes, hey Liz, hey, how's it going? Yeah, it is a beautiful place. It is a very beautiful place. Rome is so beautiful. I was just at the Colosseum like 30 minutes ago. It's so gorgeous, and there's actually a lot of jazz music here. and a lot of jazz musicians. And a lot of fans, some fans wrote me from YouTube. Another thing that's been really cool, uh, another thing that's really cool on this tour that we've been the past few weeks is that I've got to meet a lot of you guys. A lot of people who watch my YouTube channel came to the concerts and said, "Hey, we know you from YouTube. Thank you for your videos," which was really, really cool. Because you guys have to understand, when I make these videos, it's just me sitting in front of a stupid camera by myself and talking about music. I I don't know who's watching it. Like, I get the comments, but the comments are just letters on my screen. They're not really, it's not really real people. But when I go on tour like this, and I meet the fans and I meet people who are subscribed to my channel, and they ask me questions and they talk and we have a beer or whatever, and we hang out and we talk about music, it means so much to me because now I get to see the real people, behind the screen. I get to see who's watching my videos because, like I said, when I make those videos, it's a very lonely process. I just sit there by myself with a camera. I don't know, like, that the real people are watching it and who those people are and what their names are. So yeah, that's the deal. It's really beautiful out here. I'm really looking forward to this concert tonight. Tonight is the last concert of our tour. Tonight is the last concert of our tour. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've played a lot of music. After tonight, I'm gonna go to sleep. Let's see. That's truth. I've played for Cirque du Soleil, and that's the same music all the time, and we can start to feel a lot of security. But I can imagine like you're playing for Soling. Yeah. That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. Something happens with when you play with the same music, and even creative music like jazz and solos. When you play with the same band, something happens, and you become more secure and more creative and more tapped into yourself. So after this tour, I'm going home tomorrow, home to Los Angeles. I'm going to be home for I think 5 weeks or 6 weeks or something. And then I'm going to go out on tour with a singer. His name is Josh Groban. Now, Josh Groban is not a jazz singer, but Josh Groban is a wonderful artist who works within this sort of classical crossover genre, but also kind of singer-songwriter also, and some other stuff. Really cool, really, really cool. And I haven't played with Josh for, I think, about 6 years. So I'm really excited to reunite with him. It won't be for long. It's only going to be for a couple of weeks. But it's going to be a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun to tour with and to hang out with. And all the musicians are my friends, and I'm looking forward to traveling and playing a bunch of shows all over the United States. During that tour, I will continue releasing videos, and I'm going to film those videos while I'm home in Los Angeles. Which is why I wanted to know what you guys wanted me to talk about. Great news will be great to see. Yes. It will be fun. It will be fun to reunite with Josh for a couple of weeks. We toured together in 2013 and 14. That was a really fun time for me. Played a lot of music, met a lot of fans. So this is going to be really cool. We're going to be doing it in the summer in nice weather. We're going to tour all over the States and play beautiful places. But I'm still going to be releasing videos on my channel. I'm still going to be answering everyone's comments and everyone's questions. I think you guys are getting my videos in a little later because I see the responses to what I say, and the responses come 2-3 minutes after I say what you're responding to. So I think there's a little bit of a delay. But that's okay. I think that's just how it goes. I'm in the middle of a street in Rome, Italy, and you guys are all over the world, so it's normal there'll be a little bit of a delay, right? But yeah, after touring with Josh in 2013-14, I pretty much stayed home for several years, and I didn't really tour with anyone a lot until last year. Last year I toured a lot. I toured with Bob Reynolds, I toured with Kamasi Washington, I toured with Larry Carlton, and it seems like this year, I was gonna not tour that much, but so far it seems like it's adding up a little more and more, and looks like I'm gonna be making some music all over the world, whether I like it or not. I'm out here with Bob for 3 weeks, then Josh is coming up, I think Yannick Gwizdala wants to go do a little tour in South America in the fall for like 2 weeks. So it's not long tours, but it adds up. And then you look at the year and like, wow, I've been touring quite a bit. A little bit with this artist, a little bit with that artist, a little bit with this other artist. So that's, you know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I really love playing music all the time. I really love meeting you guys all over the world. I really love that. But I really hate being away from home and being away from my girlfriend and being away from, you know, my bed and my car and my apartment. The truth is I've been touring since I was 25 and I am now 38. So that's a lot of touring. That's a lot of music. That's a lot of countries. That's a lot of airplanes, a lot of airports, a lot of hotels. That's a lot of time away from home. It's also a lot of music and a lot of fans and a lot of fun. How it feels to play with everyone, and you're still super young, man. Super young. Well, thank you, my friend. It feels great. Again, it's a funny time in my life. One of the reasons I started the YouTube channel is because once. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, something. Anyway, I'm here. So I used to tour a lot for many, many years, and you know, it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. It's just that you get to be away from home a lot, and you have to travel all the time and fly all the time. Wedding band. Well, my friend, if you play in wedding band, I played wedding band for many years in Boston. I played so many weddings. And I think I understand what you mean. At the time when I was doing that, I also wanted to tour. I don't think that weddings or touring are bad or good. I think when you do a lot of weddings, you get tired of it. I think when you do a lot of touring, you get tired of it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So of course the touring pays better money than the weddings, and usually the music is better also. I know that, that's true. But at the same time, if you do a lot of touring for years and years and years and years and years and years, like me, believe me, even though it's better music and even though it's better money, still you get really tired from traveling. Something in me wants to wake up in the same bed every night next to my girlfriend and, you know, not have to wake up for the airport every day and be on side of airplane and, you know, yeah, it's better than probably playing weddings, of course. But, you know, when I was in Boston, for example, here I have a funny story about my wedding band from Boston. Many of the musicians in my wedding band in Boston were touring musicians. They were people who used to tour a lot and now they had children, so they didn't want to tour anymore. They wanted to raise their children. So they stopped touring and started playing in a wedding band. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people prefer to play weddings instead of touring because when you play weddings, you could raise your children at home. You could be married. You could see your wife. You could see your friends. You could wake up in the same bed every night. Unlike myself, I wake up in a different bed every day because we travel from city to city to city. So yeah, playing tours is better music sometimes than weddings and better money. But sometimes people prefer to play weddings because when you play weddings, you can stay in one place and you can have a marriage. You can see children and you don't have to be away from people you love. So it's very relative, if you understand what I mean. You know? Hello from Pennsylvania. Hey, Trisha, how's it going? Thank you for joining my live stream. It's my first live stream. I've never done this before. I'm in Italy now on tour, and we have some time before the gig. So I figured, why not go online and do a little stream. That's truth, right? Abraham? Yes, my friend, that's truth. Believe me, nothing in life is black and white. Nothing in life is black and white. Yeah, of course, playing on tour is a higher level than playing weddings. Sure, of course. But that's just one side of the coin. There's another side, you know. There's another side. I know many musicians who used to tour who prefer to stay in town. How's the food? Oh, listen. In Europe, you don't go wrong with food very often. Like we were in Spain, it was amazing food. Portugal, amazing food. Last night we got to Rome, we went out and had dinner. Amazing food, holy cow. Europe has some good food, let me tell you. It's really something special. Like one of the best things of touring Europe is the food. So, you know, I have to figure out, because I have over 8,000 subscribers. Right now I have 4 people, 5 people, 3 people, 6 people. So I need to figure out what time to do these live streams to increase the number of potential people who can go and see the live stream. You know? Meanwhile, I'm happy I'm doing this because, you know, you have to start somehow. You have to start somewhere. I've never done this live stream. If you guys can, give the live stream a thumbs up. Hey, Eduardo. I am in Rome. And I'm playing a concert in Rome today. If you can, give this live stream a thumbs up. It will help. It will help other people see it and come join us for our conversation. Is it the Casa del Jazz? That's correct. I am at the Casa del Jazz. We are playing a concert here tonight. We're gonna have sound check pretty soon. Maybe I'll see if I can stream from the sound check. I'm not sure. I don't have my tripod. But yes, this is Casa del Jazz. We have a concert today at Casa del Jazz. It's the last concert of our tour. We've been on tour for a while now, for 3 weeks. We played a lot of concerts. Tonight is the last concert of the tour, and then we're gonna go home. Did you ever think to do music for movies and then you don't have to travel much? Can you tell us how the business of movies work? Yes, doing music for movies is a lot of fun, but it's also a very, very stressful life. A lot of my friends are making music for movies. Yes, they don't travel, but they also don't have a life. They sit in the studio between 9 to 11 hours every day or more and work under very, very difficult deadlines. Also, the difference is I'm a performer. A friend of yours from Ohio says hello. She's busy running errands and can't watch you. Oh, well, hopefully next time. Tell her I said hello in return. So sweet. Basically, the movie composer life, yes, you don't have to travel. It's incredibly stressful. Or her name is Jen. Hey, Jen. Yeah. The movie composer life is very stressful because of that. They literally, I know guys. Oh, great, I live here. Tonight I will come for sure. Eduardo, great. Come say hello to me after the show, please. And thank you for coming on the live stream. So back to the question. Yes, the movie life, you don't have to travel, but it's such a political game and such a political thing. You have to deal with movie directors, film studios, crazy deadlines. Those people don't have a life. And believe me, I'm friends with big composers, some people who work on some really big films and really big things. It's a very stressful life. They don't see the light of day. They work pretty much 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours a day, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's a lot. Plus, they don't really get to play, right? They don't play. I'm a player. I like to play. So I want to create a balance in my life where I can tour one time every year for a couple of weeks. And then maybe I can have my like Patreon or sell books or play, you know, do different things and teach a little bit. I want to create a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't want to do one thing. Because if I only tour, then I have to only tour all the time. If I only teach, then I have to only teach all the time. I enjoy doing different things. So that's why I'm writing 2 books right now about how to improvise on chord changes and how to get familiar with your instrument and with scales and with chords, with different things. Hey Ruslan, other than music, what are your interests, if I may ask? You seem to have great culture about something else. I can't quite grasp that in some ways related to your music. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm really flattered. I'm interested in a lot of stuff. I spent the first decade of my life in Soviet Union. The second decade of my life I spent in Israel, and then I lived in America. So I speak 3 languages. I lived in many different places in the world, and I traveled a lot. I'm very interested in psychology and philosophy and anthropology, evolutionary biology, evolutionary psychology. I read a lot of books about stuff like that. I watch a lot of lectures about stuff like that, a lot of debates. I really like single malt Scotch whiskey. I am a whiskey enthusiast. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about whiskey, and I drink different whiskeys when I can. All over the world. That's another fun thing about traveling, is I can try different whiskeys in different countries. That's a lot of fun. Stuff like that. I'm a nerd. I like a lot of nerdy stuff. You know, I hope that answers your question. But thank you. Thank you for your words. That really means a lot to me. Oh, we have 9 people here. Hey, everyone. I was imagining you were interested in philosophy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely correct. Well, I'm interested in understanding how things work, how life works. You can't ever really fully understand those things, but philosophy definitely offers. Oh, look, we have a little friend. Hey, little buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, look how cute he is. Hey, little cutie. Oh, look at you. So cute. You want to go on my live stream? This dog is actually so strong. He looks so friendly, though. These dogs are so strong. Ah, look. I wonder if my band members are coming to the sound check. For those of you who just joined me now, I am in Italy and Rome. We're on a 3-week-long tour, and we're about to have our last concert tonight at this place called Casa del Jazz, and I'm very excited. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. This has been a really great tour. I think we're about 15 minutes away from sound check, and a lot of people are coming tonight. Some of my friends are coming tonight. One of the good things about touring is you make friends all over the world, and then you come back to Italy next year and you see them again. So now you have some friends, you know, so it's really cool. One of the best things about touring is having a lot of friends all over the world, a lot of people you stay in touch with. But yeah, this is cool. I went to the Colosseum and I hung out, and I had like 30 minutes to kill, or even a little more, before my sound check. But, and I figured I'd do this live stream. I know I'm not doing it the right way. I never publicized it. I didn't tell anyone I'm going to do it. But I figured maybe I'll just do it anyway and answer your questions if you have any. Again, I want to ask again, for those of you who are here, what videos would you like me to make on my channel? I'm about to be home for, I think, 5 weeks. I'm going to film a bunch of videos. I want you to tell me which videos you want me to film and about what topics. Because again, I can make videos on different topics on my channel. I really want to make videos about things that you guys want to know about. So if you have any ideas or any requests, please tell me here in the comments. Do you follow a coach or a philosophy person? So how does Sean, we studied together at Lama. Oh, do I follow a coach? You know, I think, I don't follow one particular thing. I think I would like to have a coach. I think I could use a coach, to be honest with you, because I think having a coach is a really good idea. If it's, of course, if it's the right coach. If you find a good coach, I think that can be really great, because many of us, as I know myself very much, can get lost in our own head and can be our own biggest enemy in life with our bad habits and negative thoughts and all kinds of silly stuff that human beings do, you know. I know that's definitely, for me, it's true. And I could really use a life coach, if it'd be a good one, to be honest with you. Someone to hold me accountable, to do different things and to, you know, to navigate my life in the direction that I want, you know, without interfering and tripping all over myself. So no, I'm not following a particular coach or a philosophy, but I think I would not mind. I think that would be really cool. I think it'd be really cool if I did. You know? Where are my band members? Where is the band? They're supposed to be on the way here. You should do some workshops and master classes around the world like Barry Harris used to do. I think that would be very inspiring. My friend, it all comes down to organization. It all comes down, it's the same with touring. You would be surprised. It's completely not in our hands. Like I would be happy to do it. Hopefully I will get some exposure because of this YouTube channel, and then I'll be able to do those master classes. It all comes down to organizing and people inviting me. Someone has to pay for the ticket, someone has to pay for the hotel, someone has to pay for the airplane, someone has to pay me to come do it. So I'm happy to do it very much. It's just it comes down to not music. It comes down to organization. It comes down to people inviting me, and then the invitations have to be strong in such a way that you can go one after another, and you can make a little tour like Barry Harris. Barry Harris is a very, very, very famous jazz teacher. So of course, Barry Harris got the opportunity to do it, and we are all very lucky because he's amazing. Would I be interested in doing something like that? Yes, very much. And I'm hoping that this YouTube channel will allow me to get the exposure that will allow those kinds of master classes around the world. I'm pretty sure I could really help a lot of people. I'm pretty sure about that. But again, it doesn't come down to that. It comes down to who you know. It comes down to if the university wants to invite you, if they can afford it. It comes down to things like that. And hopefully this YouTube channel will open a couple of doors for me in that regard. And I'll be able to go around the world and do the clinics and master classes just like you said. Because I would really like to do that. That would be a lot of fun for me. I'm back. So cool. See, some people showed up. I didn't know if anyone's gonna show up. I didn't know if anyone's gonna come to this live stream or not. You're gonna be famous when you are good and honest. You'll find a way if that is your dream. Yeah, look, I'd like to. I think the goal is, most of my life, I spent my life thinking that if you're good, things are going to work out. Everything is going to work out. Most of my life, I believed in that truth. And I still believe it. It's not wrong, but it's only one part of the picture. If you have a cure, I don't know, for cancer, and nobody knows you have the cure for cancer, then you can't help anyone, even if you have the cure. So it's not enough to be good and honest. You also have to put yourself out there. You have to constantly let people know that you exist, release music, release material, release videos, release. And then people find out about you, and then people say, oh my God, you're really good. Oh wow. And then things become possible, right? So most of my life I spent on becoming good. I didn't spend the years on being, on exposing myself like that and putting myself out there like that. So right now I'm doing it. The good news is that I created a very interesting lifestyle and I learned a lot about music, right? The good news is I have a lot to teach because I was lucky to tour with some of the best musicians in the world, and I'm still lucky to be doing that. So that's the good news. The bad news is, I never really invested in putting myself out there so much. Time for new music, Lewis. Yeah, that's another thing, you see. It's like, if you don't have the money to promote the album, then even if you have the money to record it and you release it yourself, it's as good as nothing, because nobody even knows that you released it, because you need money to promote it. So I'm currently focused on building a following on Instagram, following on YouTube. I think once I'm going to build a little bigger of a following, releasing new music will make sense again. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because right now it's like, okay, so I'll put it out on iTunes and what? And nobody knows that it exists. Nobody knows that it's there, unless I have, thousands of dollars to pay a publicity, to pay a publisher, or, something like that. If you have followers, okay, well, in that case, you are a little bit ahead. So I'm currently working more on building the following, because in my life and in my career, in the history of my activity, my artistic activity, the problem has never been music. The problem has never been like I need music or I need. The problem has always been I'm not really out there like that. Not enough people know that I exist. I worked on the music a lot more hard than I worked on letting people know that I exist. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Well, hopefully you'll get to hear me play this summer with Josh somewhere on tour. And yes, don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot more new music coming. It's just not my focus right now. Because, for example, it's like if you go to the gym and you work out, you have really strong arms and you have really weak legs. What you should do tomorrow is not work more on your strong arms. No. You should work on your weak legs. Do you understand my analogy? Like if you have really strong arms and weak legs, then yeah, you can continue working on making your arms even stronger, but the better idea would be to work on your legs, right? Because they're weak. So it's the same with me. For me, it's never a problem of music or any of that. The problem is I have no one to play that music to, and no one to sell it to, and no one to release it for. And if I don't have money for a publisher and a label that's going to pay thousands of dollars for it, which doesn't really happen anymore, then I release this music and like 10 people buy it, and that's it. And I worked on it and I spat blood over making it, and it was for nothing. So it kind of discourages you to do it, and it kind of encourages you to say, you know what? Why don't I go get some fans out there first and increase my numbers? And it's the same thing. I even took the last body of music I recorded. I took this music to Sony Records, and Sony Records loved my music. They were like, "Oh my God, you're amazing. Unfortunately, you don't have enough fans, so we can't sign you." Right? So a record label said the same thing to me. Just like, "Of course, you have the music, but we don't care that you have the music. Music is easy. Having fans is hard. Go get some fans. Go get a following." And so that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm on Instagram. That's why I'm on YouTube. Oh, wait. I think my band members are here. My band members showed up. And we are now going to start sound check pretty soon. I can see them from over here. They're on the way. Maybe you guys will recognize some of them if you watch YouTube a lot. I see Yannick Gvozala over there. I see the promoter. I see Sean Horton. And I see Bob Reynolds. Everyone's coming. Marketing, yeah, it's at least 50-50, if not more. Marketing is at least 50-50. At least 50-50. Oh, let's see. Who are these people? Ah. These guys look familiar. You guys are famous. Are you that, what's, on YouTube? Oh, you're famous guy from YouTube. Oh, wait, who's this? Oh, are you the, famous, you play, drums, right? Oh, and of course, the star of the show, the one and only. He's gonna film me in return as I film him. See, there's a battle of the vloggers here. The one and only Bob Reynolds.
Please, Roberto.
That's right, please. Okay, you guys, hold on, let me flip the camera. We're about to go sound check. Harrisland from Illinois. Hey, I love your music, waiting for another album. Oh, you're so sweet. Why don't you email me and I'll send you my new album. I have a new album. You know? Yeah. Why don't you email me at rsirota@gmail.com and I'll send you my new album for free. Not a problem. If you love my music, I'm so happy to share my music with you. Right now, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you guys and go do my sound check. Make Roma dreaming tonight, Rosalind. Have a great one. Thank you so much. The vlog and the vlog and the vlog and the vlog. That's right. That was us just now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go do sound check. I'm going to go play this concert in Rome tonight and have a blast. And I will